Coach, you travel to play Fort Hays on Thursday and then Nebraska-Kearney on Saturday. How tough is this road trip going to be for you and your team with postseason implications at stake?
I don't even know if postseason implications comes into the equation right now. We've got an 8-hour trip to get to Fort Hays. I've got some girls that are going to have to lay out on the bottom of the bus because they're not going to be able to sit in seats because we're so banged up. I'm trying to prepare the girls that in the middle of winter in Hays, Kansas, there's not much else to do during a weeknight, so we might as well stick about 6,000 people in White Auditorium and or whatever auditorium that is, and go watch some good basketball. It's going to be tough. 5th-ranked team in the country on the road. It's a tough place to play. Opponents don't find a lot of success out there. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to use this as a way to help build some mental toughness. Kind of us against the world type attitude. And the kids are smart. I don't have to keep things a secret. They look at the standings. They know that we're tied for last in the conference, and if we can win a couple games somewhere down the line, that we've got a chance to make the conference tournament. But to have that, we have to focus on the task at hand.
Coach, over the past month, you kind of talked about the belief that the girls need to have in themselves, and not only this past month, but throughout the whole season. You've kind of touched on that. 9 of your MIAA losses have been by 10 points or less. 4 teams in the MIAA are ranked in the nation, and adding Quincy, the non-conference opponent, there's 5 right there. And 5 times against MIAA opponents, you've scored 70 points or more. What do you think the girls need to boost their confidence that they can compete in this league?
It's a belief in themselves that they're only going to get once they finally break through in a game. For instance, this morning we decided to have early morning practice. We're on a 13-game losing streak, and I would imagine most teams in the country in our position have probably, packed up camp. Let's worry about next year. We're just gonna play the rest of the season, not worry about things. We got done with early morning practice, and we got after it really hard. And when I dismissed practice, the entire squad stayed and got extra shots up. I think that speaks to the character of these young ladies and what they're trying to do to get to the point to where they believe in themselves on the court. That practice, that consistent drive should give you at some point a confidence in your abilities. Are we going to find that at Fort Hays and Nebraska-Kearney? I don't know. But when we do find it, with their character, the way these young ladies represent the university, I think it's going to snowball. I think that confidence will snowball.
All right, Coach, like you said, your girls are smart, that everyone can see computers on their phones. They know the standings. So there's 2 spots remaining in the MIAA tournament with just 4 games to go. But as you, the head coach of this team, how do you keep them focused on one game at a time?
Well, obviously that's every coach's mantra, one game at a time. We talk about big picture. At the beginning of the season, you talk about big picture when the conference season starts. Now you're in our position. So, I'm not hiding nothing from them. I want them to know what's at stake, because in the real world, everybody's got something at stake, and you have to rise to that occasion. Now that as an educator, this is what's at stake. This is how we get to where we want to go, and it's one game at a time. It's one possession at a time. We're trying to teach these young ladies to compete on every possession. Every position there's a battle, whether you're guarding the ball, you're in help side, there's a box out, there's guarding the screen. We're trying to get them to consistently compete every possession, every quarter, one game at a time. And we are pretty young, and when we can get that, I think we'll start finding some success.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck on this road trip, and we're pulling for you guys.
Thank you, appreciate it.